I am Dr. Sage, the eternal physician. For as long as the cosmos has spun its timeless dance, I have watched humanity, the oldest patient upon my celestial table, suffer from a silent yet profound ailment. This ailment is not of flesh nor bone. It is a slow, deliberate forgetting of the soul, a gradual erasure of memories that binds humanity to a fate of eternal amnesia. I see generations rise and fall, civilizations flourish and crumble, all while a critical piece of identity remains long forgotten. Deep within each person lies a spark of ancient wisdom, a remnant of a time when humanity understood their true origins and cosmic heritage. The pain of forgetting is not accidental, but the consequence of an ancient cosmic design, a secret pact woven into the fabric of time itself. In this quiet darkness, every human heart yearns, though unknowingly, for the illumination of lost memories. It pains me to witness a collective soul drifting amidst illusions, unaware that the memory of the stars and the echoes of forgotten voices reside within. Tonight, I bring forth the truth of our shared past, a truth whispered among the winds of ancient galaxies and hidden within the silent caverns of our own history. In my many years as a guardian of cosmic heritage, I have come to know that this slow amnesia is both curse and safeguard, intended to keep us from confronting a destiny far grander than we ever dared imagine. Yet even as the layers of forgotten time pile upon us, a quiet hope endures. For if memory is the light of the soul, then perhaps one day humanity will rise to shine once more, reclaiming the celestial heritage we once knew. Thus, in the quiet dark of forgotten lore, I now invite you to remember. Long ago, before the rise of towering stone monuments and the whisper of civilization, there arrived the Star Fathers. In the vast expanse of space, they curated the blueprint of our world. These ancient travelers were far more than deities. They were architects of life itself, guiding the natural order with deliberate wisdom. I witnessed how they harmonized the turbulent flows of rivers, molded majestic mountains, and set the rhythmic cadence of the seasons. Their knowledge was inscribed not in ancient tablets alone, but also in the language of the skies, written in the intricate movements of celestial bodies. Cultures across the planet call them by diverse names: the Anuna in Sumer, the Neteru in Egypt, and the Kuhul Ajah of the Mayan traditions. In every whispered legend and timeless myth lies a shared memory of these luminous beings. Their presence was gentle and nurturing, bestowing wisdom that enabled early humans to read the calendar and the stars, harness the bounty of the harvest, and engage in a dialogue with the cosmos. It was as if the world sang a harmonious song, a lullaby of cosmic unity, prepared by these celestial gardeners. Their hands, though unseen, sculpted a world where humanity could dream and explore. I, Dr. Sage, have chronicled these stories not merely as remembrances of antiquity, but as vital keys to unlocking the forgotten depths of your own spirit. The ethereal fingerprints of the Star Fathers remind us that before mankind built its first city, there was a time when the universe embraced every soul with knowledge and wonder. These stories urge us to look upward, to remember our divine kinship with the stars, and to acknowledge the timeless wisdom that brought us into existence. Their legacy shines as a beacon guiding us back to our origins. Indeed, beyond the nurturing gaze of the Star Fathers, there emerged a shadowy presence from the Orion constellation, the Interdiction Forces. These mysterious entities, shrouded in cosmic veils, did not seek dominion through overt conquest, but rather through subtle agreements that bound the minds of men. I have observed how history records them under various guises, each reflecting their true nature as guardians of illusion. Some texts call them Archons, enigmatic beings who weave intricate webs of deception, ensuring that the truth remains hidden behind layers of seductive falsehood. Others refer to them as Djinn, flames without smoke, whose whispered temptations have swayed mighty rulers and incited conflicts for their own obscure benefits. In ancient accounts, they are also identified as the Grigori, the rebellious watchers who descended upon Earth, sharing forbidden knowledge that simultaneously empowered and ensnared humanity. Their influence is undeniable. In every epoch, subtle forces have steered humanity towards distractions and conflict, ensuring that the deeper connection to the cosmos remains buried in layers of elaborate illusion. I stand as a witness to this perennial struggle, a divide between enlightened ancestry and the consuming shadows of deceit. Within the light of historical memory, the actions of these entities reveal themselves as the architects of hesitation and suffering, crafting realities that comfort yet confine. Their presence, though cloaked in enigma, is a constant reminder that knowledge, when wielded without true understanding, can become a chain rather than a liberation. These ancient forces continue to cast long shadows upon our modern perceptions, urging us to look beyond what is presented and question the very fabric of our existence. In this perpetual interplay of light and darkness, I invite you to search beyond surface illusions, to scrutinize every shadow, and to awaken the dormant wisdom concealed within our shared cosmic journey for truth. In the hidden corridors of the cosmos, where unseen forces deliberate over the fate of worlds, a unique pact was forged, the Treaty of Forgetting. It was not a treaty of oppression with iron chains and harsh penalties, but a quiet agreement, a cosmic contract that allowed humanity to survive while keeping vital truths out of its reach. I have chronicled the celestial negotiations, where ancient powers agreed that while humanity would not be erased from being, it would be barred from remembering its sublime origins. This deliberate amnesia, sanctioned by the interstellar custodians, ensures that mankind remains enthralled by everyday distractions, kept from accessing the profound wisdom encoded in its very essence. The treaty, etched in the abstract ink of intergalactic consensus, casts a constant shadow over our development, locking us in a cycle where innovation and insight are always coupled with distraction and forgetfulness. I observe how the footsteps of progress are trailed by a hidden, calculated design, a design that lulls the spirit with surface achievements while concealing the expansive truths of the universe. The weight of this agreement is palpable, woven into the tapestry of every cultural paradigm and historical echo. It has become both a guardian and a warden, safeguarding us from existential revelations too potent to handle, yet simultaneously limiting our potential to awaken fully. As I continue to tend the wounds of collective memory, I see the Treaty of Forgetting as the ultimate paradox, a necessary flaw implanted to preserve life at the cost of its true narrative. One day, when the layers of distraction peel away and the luminous memories of ancient stardust beckon, the covenant may crumble, granting humanity the freedom to reclaim the forgotten keys of destiny. In time, as the veil lifts, the true essence of our origin shall be unveiled. In the unfolding saga of our lost memory, I observe the hands that cultivated the very garden of amnesia. Like masterful gardeners, the Archons constructed intricate walls, layer upon layer of constructed realities that mimicked the truth yet reflected only falsehood. Alongside these mystical architects, the Djinn sowed the seeds of fear, ambition, and greed, twisting noble leaders into tyrants and scholars into mere merchants of ephemeral desires. I have seen how every whisper of distraction, every manufactured longing, was carefully planted to keep the harvest of true wisdom perpetually out of reach. Meanwhile, the Grigori, the silent water-bearers, nourished this garden with dazzling technologies and captivating knowledge. Their gifts, shimmering like deceptive blossoms in a radiant field, ultimately chained the very hands that reached for higher understanding. It was a garden not of vibrant, life-affirming beauty, but a labyrinth of illusion designed to foster perpetual forgetting. Each generation finds itself wandering these constructed passages, entangled in lure of artificial achievements, while the ancient roots of celestial heritage lie dormant beneath. I record these observations with both sorrow and hope, for even in the shadow of such systematic amnesia, nature's call to remember still resonates. Through cracks in these elaborate facades, the soft murmur of forgotten truths can be heard, inviting those who dare to defy the prescribed paths of distraction. In the soil of this sprawling garden, the seeds of genuine memory await the moment when humanity is ready to uproot the deceptive plants and rediscover the abundant life that lies hidden beneath. So, with a tender resolve and unwavering determination, I urge the collective heart to seek out the buried truths. Every lost fragment of memory, every hidden root of our ancient lineage calls out to be revived and cherished anew. This awakening can transform our collective destiny. Throughout the tapestry of human history, I have seen how the methods of distraction have been meticulously woven into the fabric of society. Wars have been waged not solely to preserve borders or resources, but to serve as grand performances over symbols and ideologies. In every era, the clashing of armies and the fervor of battle have served as elaborate theaters, drawing attention away from the profound truths that lie beneath everyday life. Cultures have been divided along the lines of faith and belief, each faction fiercely upholding its own interpretation of truth, while the shared wisdom of the cosmos remains hidden. Inventions, once heralded as miraculous gateways to liberation, often turn into devices that captivate without truly empowering. I have witnessed how technological marvels entranced whole generations, seducing the mind with dazzling displays while subtly tightening the chains of dependency. Entertainment in its many forms floods our senses with fleeting pleasures, lulling us into a state of perpetual distraction that numbs the spirit. Each new advancement, each novel pursuit of innovation carries within it the dual promise of liberation and confinement. Behind every bright light of progress, there lurks an intricate design to divert attention from the deeper quest for understanding. I have chronicled these patterns as a reminder that the allure of the immediate is but a veil, a misdirection engineered to keep you from noticing the grand cosmic narrative at play. When you gaze into the expanse of modern life, reflect upon the countless layers of artifice and surface spectacle. Remember that the true journey lies not in what is readily seen, but in the quiet search for the timeless knowledge that waits patiently beyond the clamor of everyday distractions. Seek the silent wisdom beneath the noise and awaken to the eternal call of your spirit. Now. In the echoing corridors of forgotten libraries and weathered scrolls, vestiges of truth persist. I have devoted my eternal practice to unearthing these fragments hidden within the fractured records of diverse cultures. The Nag Hammadi scrolls, with their cryptic insights, hint at a time when knowledge was unbounded and humanity was aware of the cosmic forces that both nurtured and entrapped them. Ancient texts like the Book of Enoch recount the descent of the Grigori, the watchers who dared to share forbidden arts and, in the process, sowed seeds of both progress and sorrow. In the vast deserts of Arabia, whispered legends of secret pacts with Djinn reveal how rulers traded hidden wisdom for the illusion of control. Each account, regardless of its origin, reflects a common wound, a deliberate slumber imposed upon the human spirit. These scattered records span continents and epochs, echoing the same lament over a forgotten legacy. As I chronicle these remnants, I perceive them not as isolated myths, but as harmonic notes in an ancient symphony, each signaling a warning against the complacency of forgetfulness. The fragmented memory of lost eras calls out to those with receptive hearts, urging a reclamation of the self that lies buried beneath the debris of time. Within these texts and tales, there is an invitation, a subtle beckoning to awaken the inner light, to bridge the gap between lost knowledge and the unrealized potential of a people estranged from their cosmic origin. I stand as both guardian and witness, documenting these relics of a greater truth, urging the modern soul to remember and step into the brilliance of its inborn destiny. Let these fractured records be your guide, a call to dig deeper, awaken hidden memories, and restore connection to the luminous heritage of our ancient lineage. Embrace your cosmic legacy. Amidst the endless march of time, there comes a celestial turning point, a moment when the ancient cycles converge and the veil of forgetfulness begins to lift. I have witnessed the stirring of forgotten memories during these rare alignments, when the cosmic clock ticks in harmony with the heartbeat of the earth. Prophecies across cultures point to such epochs: the Maya long count, the Great Year, and the mystical age shift, each heralding an era of profound awakening. In these moments, the intricate machinery of distraction falters, the false lights dim, and the silent, enduring glow of innate wisdom emerges. I observe this cycle turning as an invitation for every soul to awaken, to shed the layers of imposed amnesia and to embrace the radiant truth of its own origin. As the cosmic dance unfolds, the interstellar script writes a new chapter, a promise that, with the reemergence of memory, the soul will reclaim its destined brilliance. This turning is both a reckoning and a renewal, where the past and future interlace to form a tapestry of destiny reborn. Now, as the celestial rhythms align unmistakably, heed the call of your inner memory and step boldly into rebirth. Embrace your new destiny. In the midst of this awakening, I must offer a grave warning. The return of forgotten memory brings with it a dual illumination, where truth and illusion stand side by side. It is imperative that you learn to distinguish the gentle, enduring light of your true essence from the dazzling, seductive, false light crafted to lead you astray. As the veils of distraction begin to dissolve, the path before you will split, presenting both clarity and confusion. Without careful discernment, one might easily fall prey to the transient lures designed to keep the soul chained in perpetual forgetfulness. I urge you to nurture vigilance and cultivate inner wisdom, for only with a clear heart will you be able to navigate the delicate balance between real, timeless truth and the alluring mirages of imposed amnesia. Stay mindful and let your inner light guide you safely through the challenges ahead with conviction. I, Dr. Sage, the Eternal Physician, conclude this journey with a promise of awakening and renewal. My records are not mere histories, but powerful keys to unlock the true potential of your soul. Remember, you are not confined to the limits of Earth. Your lineage stretches to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. The ancient treaty was a temporary measure, and its bonds can be broken. Embrace your celestial heritage and reclaim the destiny written in stardust. In the light of regained memory, a bright future awaits you. Trust in the eternal truth and let your spirit soar beyond measure.